First up, quarterback Pete Thomas. Floor is open for questions. You guys kind of got some good momentum started at the beginning of the Kentucky game offensively. So how do you kind of accentuate the positives of that game coming off the bye week and just getting the same type of offense that you had at the beginning of the game in the rest of the season?
Yeah, we definitely started fast against Kentucky, who's a very good football team, and I think that kind of gave us some confidence and showed ourselves that we can put up points against a good defense. Every defense we're facing from here on out is good, and we're going to have to score points to win some games. The challenge for us is keeping up that offensive pace throughout the entire 60 minutes of the game.
At the midseason of this year at ULM, what are some things that you've had to adjust your game coming in this year?
I mean, obviously it's a brand new offense, so we're still working every day in practice to get that timing down with the receivers. I don't think you can ever have good enough timing with the receivers, so we're working on that every day, and we need to put up more points. That's definitely what we're working on tempo, and mainly just executing. When we haven't performed as an offense, it's really come down to us executing. The plays are there to be made, and we're not making them.
You mentioned during fall camp about things that you want to get better at, even though you're picking up the playbook very well. But being a guy who's fifth-year senior and transferring in, what have you learned about yourself? And again, I kind of like at this midway point as far as being a quarterback and things that you have on your checklist still.
I mean, from the very beginning, I've said we want to win the conference and make a bowl game. Like Coach Berry said, both those goals are still out there. There's a lot of football left to be played. We're at the midpoint in the season right now, but both those goals are still very attainable, and I'm confident in myself and the team that we can get those done.
I should have been more specific. I meant like with your play as well.
Oh well, I think what I'm proud of myself for and the team, I think it both ties in together, is the way we've won those 3 games, coming back late in the fourth quarter. I think that shows a lot of perseverance and just commitment and not ever giving up. And I think that's one thing to be very proud of the entire team is the way we've won those 3 games.
What do you see some of the challenges from Texas State defensively that you guys are going to have to deal with?
They got big athletic corners, and their middle linebacker makes a lot of plays. Obviously, those are 3 guys that stand out, but they have solid players at every position. So it's definitely going to be a challenge. We're going to have to run the ball and throw the ball, and like Coach said, they have a pretty dynamic offense. Obviously, Lafayette shut them down, but in other games they put up a lot of points. So we're definitely going to have to score a lot of points and help out our defense.
What was your message to each other during the bye week about how you want to attack this portion of the season?
Kind of like I was telling Tabby, everything we want to attain is still out there. Win the conference and make a bowl game. Obviously, that starts this week with Texas State. But losing to Kentucky, that didn't deter us from what we want to do.
You mentioned in this game of not giving up and the perseverance that your team showed. What was the bye week like in terms of that same mindset of, we're coming off the loss, we would love to get back out there the next Saturday and try to, get back in the win column, but that whole no giving up at this point because there's a lot of ball still left to play.
Yeah, you'd obviously rather go into a bye week off a win, so it's kind of disappointing going into both bye weeks off of losses. But I think with the senior leadership we have on this team, and even some of the underclassmen that are leaders, we kind of thought that we can still do everything we want to do, win the conference, and make a bowl game. So, yeah, obviously it's disappointing going into the bye week off a loss, having that kind of hang over your head. But I think we moved forward pretty good, players, coaches, and as a team.
Being a California boy, are you going for the Giants in the World Series?
No, I'm actually rooting for the Royals, kind of like the underdog story. Obviously, Bruce Bochy, the manager of the Giants, was for the Padres for a long time, so that's kind of a cool connection, but definitely going for the Royals.